Hello again everybody and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are going to be talking about the construction of our barn as you see it behind me. But before we get into today's video, folks, if you wouldn't mind, if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. For those of you that have already subscribed, thank you so much. I really do appreciate the support. If you guys are looking to support our farm further, go ahead and check out our website link in the description below. You can find all sorts of things including merch just like I'm wearing here today. Okay folks, so this big barn behind me was an absolute modern marvel when it was constructed. It was constructed in 2 days. Now, I know what you're thinking, it's just a metal barn, but this thing is 30 by 50 by 14. It's a very large building and I would have never thought that they could put this thing up in 2 days. Now I know it's prefab and it comes cut from the factory, but it's an absolute modern marvel. Shout out to the guys who built it, Carolina Carports. I really am impressed with their work and their building. So far, so good. No complaints from this guy. So folks, that's what we're going to really dive into today, our construction, and I'm going to play you the video of from start to finish. Then we're going to kind of go over what this barn means to us moving forward. And yeah, that's really it. So I hope you enjoyed the build. Here is the slab, and the guys have just got here with the building. Here we go. So they're about 5 hours into it, and this is what we have. So making some serious progress today. Let these guys keep on keeping on. So it's 2 o'clock, so about 7 hours in. Pretty awesome. All right, we are 8 hours in. Looking good. You guys are hustling now to keep going. So we'll see how they do it by the end of the day. So this is the end of day 1. And you can see that they really hustled yesterday to try to get as much as they could done before the rain. And as you can see, the rain's made kind of a little mess of it, but not too bad. Here is the building as it stands right now. So they still have one support strap on it, and that is for the roof, making sure that it's nice and level. But overall, they busted butt yesterday. The crew got here from 7:30 to 8:30, so a 13-hour day. Plus they drove up from North Carolina, so they had a long day. But they should be here this morning to finish it off. That's what they say anyway. So here you go. Here is the big door, 2 windows, and then the 3 windows in the back here. They've framed out all the windows. I would expect those to probably be the first thing they finish off this morning, along with the siding on this side. And then they're going to start mounting the garage doors. Let's see, this one is just about done. They're just going to have to put the big drum on there. These are all roll-up doors. But overall, everything is looking good. They say that they should be finished today, but we'll see with the weather. They may need that 3rd day. But overall, looking pretty good. And I'm pretty impressed with 1 day's worth of work. Hopefully, tomorrow, we will have a fully finished barn. 4 hours into day 2. Getting the doors ready. Windows are fully framed. Once they get the doors in, they should start the roof. Here comes the roof. All right, so we are halfway through day 2, and we've got just about 3/4 of the roof done, and this is the last quarter they have to do. But this is the interior as they're building it, and as you can start hearing the echoing, notorious, very common with metal buildings. We're going to fix that once we insulate it and all that, but this is pretty awesome. Look how big these bay doors are. Yeah, everything is framing out really, really well. They have not put the trim so you can see light there. You can see that that's where the ridge vent's going to go, so you're not going to see light through there either. We have one window up there for ventilation, window in there for the office. We went back and forth a long time for a window here. We still may add one down the road. That's one of the great things about these buildings is nothing is set in stone. You can really add on to these things their entire life, and it's pretty easy. So here it is. Here it looks pretty awesome. Come outside here real quick and show you what it looks like from the outside. As you can see, this is the big garage bay door. That is a 12 by 14. That's as high as we could go. And you come around, you got the back side, and again, we might have plans for a lean-to here. These trees will probably end up having to go, but we only planted those a few years ago. But yeah, pretty awesome. This is where these guys are working right now. You can see there's a piece of a roof on the ground. That's the next one to head up there. The guys are out for lunch, and they expect to be wrapped up by the end of the day. I'm looking forward to seeing this thing finished up. So here they are. Building is just about done. All they have left really is the doors. It looks like they're sealing the ridge vent right now. He's up there walking up on the roof, clearing everything up. The guy's going around with a magnet, making sure the screws are picked up. Very professional job from these guys. I gotta say, I'm very impressed with how quick they work and how professional they've been. It's been a great job. And they are finishing up late at night. It is 7:30, and the building is just about done. Okay, so here is the finished barn / garage, and you can see Ruddy checking it out. They finished really late last night. It was dark, so there was really no chance to take a video, but yeah, overall it came out great. Folks were professional. The barn looks phenomenal. You see a couple puddles in there. That's from the water just drying up from yesterday before they got the roof on. But where you come over here, you can see that it's dry where it needs to be dry. So that's all good. These puddles are just from leftover, but everything else is really, really dry. So this is where the office will be. You get the windows that line up with the garage doors, and then of course the big bay door. But yeah, really, really happy with the guys' work. Really happy with the barn itself. So this is it. Many more things to come in here. Well, folks, that's how fast they built it. 2 days working in the night. It is absolutely crazy, and I'm so happy with the final product. So, folks, if you guys are wondering what this actually means for our farm, let's dive into that a little bit today. So, as I've talked about in previous videos, the 14 feet high is a key factor. Now, it's a really tall building, and it's somewhat unnecessary for the current future, but looking down the road, 14 feet allows us to have anything that is street legal. So anything that could be trailered on the roads in the United States, 13 feet 6 inches. So a 14-foot barn should cover all our bases, and that was really the thought behind that. So yeah, it's a little unnecessarily tall, but it is for a reason. What this barn means for us going forward is a huge amount of drying space, indoor grows. A lot of stuff is going to happen in this barn. So the 14 feet, again, that is really for way down the road when we start getting some bigger equipment, if we ever get into that. But you want to have that capability. And one of the things you can't do with these buildings is go up. You can go out, you can go longer, but you really can't go up and you really can't go wider other than a lean-to, which we're going to look into later this year. But that is really the sticking point. When you make the height of this building, you better own it and you better know exactly what you want. So why not go with the absolute legal limit? But folks, that is all we have today. I really hope you enjoyed today's video of our barn build. If you guys have any questions about how this whole process went, go ahead and leave a comment down in the description below. Again, guys, if you're looking to support our farm, I would appreciate it. And our website link is in the description below. You can always email me with any questions you may have. You can always find me on Facebook and Instagram. And as always, folks, I hope you all stay happy, healthy, and I will see you in another video.